Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. Today is the 21st of September, 2025. Court is closed because it is Sunday. Tomorrow will be the 22nd. And as we look at the court docket, while the calendar continues to tell us that we are approaching the end of September, there has been nothing new filed in Idaho versus Kohberger since September 9th and 10th, 2025. Two documents that are still showing up as new on the court docket. Both of them relate to the court's order of August 4th, 2025, which directed both sides to provide their objections or non-objections to the unsealing of documents sealed from the public in the closed case for the months of June and July 2025. Both parties responded. Both parties had objections to unsealing information regarding lay and expert witnesses who were identified by the parties for the trial that never happened, which was set to occur in August of 2025, but was canceled over 2.5 months ago when Mr. Kohberger entered his change of plea from guilty to not guilty. This case was deemed closed almost 2 months ago on July 23rd, 2025, following Mr. Kohberger's sentencing proceeding. But there still remained what I have called previously virtual Mount Everest of documents that were sealed from the public in the more than 2.5 years that this case was active. So, as we await a final order from Judge Hippler, who had told the parties to file information under seal substantiating their demands that information regarding lay and expert witnesses continue to be redacted from the public. That will then effectively conclude all aspects of the August 4th, 2025 order related to those documents under seal from June and July. It just appears, ladies and gentlemen, as I give an opinion under the First Amendment, after having expressed my concern of just how many documents were under seal when the case was active in my reporting of this case to you, it will take at least a year and possibly even 2 or more before the court finally gets to those documents that have been sealed from the public at the very beginning of the case, January and February and March of 2023. This case was opened December 29th, 2022, and almost immediately the parties began filing documents under seal, and both of them entered a stipulation, which is an agreement for a non-dissemination or a gag order that went into effect on January 3rd, 2023, that only added to the mystery of the case. Because on top of all of these documents under seal, that non-dissemination order prevented the parties, their experts, law enforcement, to do what we've seen in so many other cases and give periodic updates to the public through interviews or press conferences or press releases on their thoughts on how the case is proceeding. After law enforcement released virtually nothing during their investigation into the crimes at 1122 King Road. We will continue to provide you updates if and when the court order hits the docket. Until next time, this is Kathy. Thanks for joining us here today.